Hi guys, and welcome back to Red Devils United. This is manager news. Who's next? So let's get into it. There's a lot of intentional administration for Roberto Cesarbe, who would eventually like to return to the Premier League, but it appears Oliver Glasner is in the moment regarded as a most likely target. I wouldn't like Roberto Severi. I don't think he did well at Brighton, fine. Doing okay at Marseille, but I don't think he would do it for United. I don't think he's that type of manager who will thrive at United. I don't. I think he will struggle. Like, we thought obviously Ruben was going to come here and dive with the way he played at Sporting, but look what's happened. And the saying to Glasner, wouldn't want him either. Glasner plays the same way as Ruben. So if you're not going to back Ruben for his style of play and thing, which is a same system, same formation, how are you going to back and support Glasner? It's all crap. It's all bull BS. It's obvious. It is obvious the club wants to play a forward back. It is obvious. So Glasner won't come in because he's a free at back manager. Nah. We will get someone, I think. Well, we will get someone who could play the forward back. And that, like I said, Man United are aiming to appoint a caretaker manager until end of the season with a view of making a permanent longer-term appointment in the summer. Dan Fletcher is expected to take temporary charge for the Burnley game and possibly the Brighton match this Sunday. We knew that was going to happen. We knew whoever the caretaker manager was going to be charged for especially them two games. But it is a joke in a way that we've sacked Ruben without a manager ready to take his spot, to come in ready. Like, look at Chelsea in a way, like, they've sacked Enzo Maresca, but they had the manager near enough ready to set and go because it was that Liam guy from Strasbourg who's taking over for Chelsea. At least they had a strategy and they knew who was going to be the manager to take over, but we always don't. Like, it's like Erik ten Hag when he got sacked. We didn't really have a replacement straight away. Ruben wasn't straight away the replacement. Rude was for a few games, and then a few games into it of Ruben's interim thing, then we appointed Ruben. So we don't really do that. We always make it hard for ourselves. But Sir Jim Ratcliffe, 3 years comments were made for optics, and realistically the board were giving Ruben 38 games or a calendar year in charge before making proper decisions. What a load of BS. What a load of BS. You literally said in October you were backing him. He wasn't getting sacked. He's going to be here for the 3 years that you promised him and I was singer. And now you kind of what's that word? Contradicted himself. Oh my God. So basically in a way as well, it's saying, oh, we never said that. Kind of thing. But you did. We've got evidence that you said in October he will have the season still, and you were going to be backing him no matter what. What a load of bullshit. Liars. Get these owners out of this club now. Sir Jim, Glazers, Barada, Wilcox, get them gone. Ruben Amorim sticking to a back three despite poor results and growing tensions between him and the board ultimately accelerated the decision to say. But that's the guy he is. We brought him in to play the three at back. His way of playing, his system, his formation. They knew what they were getting themselves into when they appointed him. When they appointed Ruben, they knew the way he plays, his system. So if that's the case, then why appoint him in the first place? It doesn't make sense, does it? You're bringing a guy who played three at back and now you're moaning and complaining that he was sticking to it. That's his way of playing. It's just like someone saying, making a brew or something, and you know what they drink, but you give them, so like, instead of a coffee drinker, you give them a cup of tea. Or it's like, if you were in a restaurant and you're making curry, but you don't have the rice or the curry sauce or whatever they're having. Like, yeah. In the meeting after the draw to Wolves, Jason Wilcox wanted more tactical ability and lowered expectations regarding January deals. Amram was furious with this, which accelerated tensions. Amram questioned how, with a currently depleted squad, he could succeed when Jason. Ruben's right. You promised him you're going to back him. You promised him you're going to get the players that he needs for his system. We don't have the players to play a system, especially with the amount of players that we've got missing. I know other teams will have players missing, but we're just talking about United at this moment in time. Right? How can we change so much? Like, even if you wanted to play 4-3-3, we don't have the wingers. Who was going to play the wingers while other players are missing? Who's going to play left wing? Who's going to play right wing? Yeah, you could have your right back, fine, because you got Delort, and you could have Luke Shaw as the left back, and you can have Yoro and Martinez as the centre backs. But we don't have the wingers to do that. We don't even have the midfield to play that as well. We've got most of our midfield's gone. We don't even have enough. Manu's injured. Bruno's injured. So who's going to play central? Like, are you going to just throw a kid in there? Like Jack Fletcher, for example. You're just going to throw him there so you can have that. And who says that's going to work? Who would have said that would have worked? If we changed it like that, like, yeah, fair enough, we could have played Dorgu at right wing, but he's a left wing back. He's not a right winger. Kuna is not a left winger, but you put him there, but he's not a left winger. So, and we've only got Casemiro and Ugarte as the experienced midfielders, if you could say that, of the team that we've got who could play now, because, like I said, Bruno's injured, Manu's injured, and then like I said, you got Jet Fletcher, you've got, I think, is Tyler Fletcher midfield as well, or whatever, whichever. So that means you're trying to put pressure on kids already, and that ain't fair. So we don't have the players for that, what you morons want. Ruben Amorim wasn't convinced about Manger in regards to the transfer window. This outlook was back me or sack me. It's true. It's like they come out and said we're going to back you, and then we've been linked with players but then it's coming out saying, oh, we might not be doing anything in January. These players might not be January signings. We're looking for summer. It's always summer. Always summer. Why can we not actually run like a big club and get positions that we desperately need in January? They don't have to be the main targets, like Gallagher and Ruben Neves would do in that midfield now. And then you look down in the summer, they maybe get an Anderson or Walton or Stiller or someone like that. Like, what's... We've got the money, Belieber. We've got the money, we had the money for Belieber. So we could spend that money on Belieber, what we was going to get Belieber, to either get Belieber himself, or we could actually get 2 midfields at least. Like, Gallagher weren't going to cost much, and even Neves. 46 million each, maybe. Well, altogether, maybe, because I think it was like 20 something for Gallagher and 20 something or 15 or something for Neves. It's not rocket science. And I think this is why Semenyo as well has turned down United. And I don't blame the guy. I really don't blame him. Why should he come to a club like this when the clowns are running it? Like I said in the last video, no wonder our new stadium looks like a circus. All our players are going to dress up as like... Our new kit next season, well, when we get the new stadium up and running, our new kit's going to be like circus outfits. Watch. The Man United board original message was Ruben Amorim was when Man United take the offer now. However, they're being more patient with things and see bringing in a manager in the summer as ideal in terms of starting afresh with an off-season. And that's another one. Ruben didn't want to take the job when he did in November. He wanted to take it in the summer, but he got forced to take it then. He got forced to take it then in November. He wanted to come in the summer, but he got basically made to come either saying now or never. So, do you know what? You should have said to him, stick your club up your arse. I'm staying at Sporting. If you can't accept my what is it? If you can't accept me wanted to come at the summer and I want to finish what we're doing at Sporting, because he was doing a good thing at Sporting. So why would he want to come when he was having a good thing? Like, he could have won the league with Sporting and then finish the eye off with Sporting there, and then come to us in the summer. Like, what's the rush? What was the rush of him coming now at November? He could have accepted he will come in the summer. We would have probably carried on with Rude, or we could have got another manager in till the summer, and then Ruben come in. Like, it's so. Is this what they're gonna do as well with the new manager? If the new manager, like I said, for example, if he's with a team and we want that, like if it's an Emery, for example, I want you to come in. Oh yeah, I come, but let me finish with what I'm doing with Villarreal, and then I'll be there in summer. Well, they're going to force him to come in now, or kind of thing. It's pathetic. Where this club is run is pathetic. Oliver Glasner is very interested in Man United vacancy. His priority is finishing the full season with Crystal Palace, then leaving when his contract expires in the summer. Mate, go elsewhere, pal. You'll be sacked in 18 months. Same with the new manager who come in. You'll be sacked in 18 months. Sign an extension with Palace. You're doing really good at Palace. Sign an extension there. Sign your contract there. Stay with Palace. Or, if you want to, go City if Pep goes, or whichever. Don't come to United. No, not with these honours, no. And he, like I said, he plays a back three. We've shown we can't play a back three. That is why Jason Wilcox, Omar Barada were trying to force Ruben Amorim to a back four, because we can't play a back three. And we did say this when Ruben was first appointed, or in talk as well. We can't play a back three, so him coming in will destroy his legacy, his career. And it's kind of has, because look what's happened. I hope wherever Ruben goes, he will go to that team and smashes it and shows his owners up. Links to Xavi are more from his side, and it's unclear as to whether the interest is recuperated. And that's if we're interested in him. That's another one. He only managed Barca. Yes, he did well at Barca, but he's not managed anywhere else. So he could come to us. We don't know his style and that yet. We know he plays a back four, but we don't know the way he plays. Anything. Like, he could come in and he could be worse than Ruben. Well, I'm not saying worse than Ruben, because Ruben didn't have the players to do his thing, to play his way. And this is the thing. A new manager will come in, will play back four. Then you will have to go out and splash the cash on a new manager with the players that he wants. The new manager, this is another thing. The new manager, whoever the new manager is, could come in and he might not be keen on Lemons. You might not be keen on Kuna. You might not be keen on Mbumo. And January signings, we won't get any. Because what's the point in us buying anyone in January if the new manager comes in? What about if they don't like the players that we've signed in January? What about if they don't fit in his system? So it's pointless splashing cash in January. Like the money that we splashed on Ruben, and that could have gone to Gallagher. You could splash the cash with Gallagher and bring him in. When Chelsea originally made their move to appoint Enzo Maresca, they did so quickly as they thought Man United would be interested in him as well. I don't think we was. I'm trying to think. think it was only Ruben really that really is in that manager, like, and then others has been like Gareth Southgate was up one like thingy, but it was always set on Ruben. But even if he came in, I don't think he did well with him with Chelsea when obviously that World Club thing, when they beat PSG and won the actual competition, and obviously they won the Conference League, didn't they, as well with him, or whatever. They won something with him as well. Oh no! Oh no! No! While Sir Gareth Southgate is appreciated and Sir Jim Ratcliffe, I've spoken to him, it's not known whether he's interested in a return to club management, but don't be shocked if his name is thrown around among potential options. Please, God, no. Gareth Southgate, stay quiet. Don't say you want to come back to club football, because I know what this will lead to. Because they wanted him when Ten Hag sacked. They wanted him. I know they did. But obviously he did come out and say he didn't want to come back to management yet. He wanted a break. And that's another reason why we got Ruben. It was him or Ruben in that November when we appointed Ruben. I tell you now, if Gareth Southgate comes in, yeah, God no. Please come out and say you're not interested in managing yet. You're enjoying your break and in your... God, no. He can't become Manchester United's manager. It's not known at the moment how much Ruben Amorim's sacking will cost. A significant package is currently being negotiated. 15 mil, isn't it? 15 to 20 mil he's getting. Under the terms of the deal and having to pay Ruben for the remainder of his contract, Man United in theory could pay as much as just over 10 million, including compensation to Sporting and what's been paid in the current contract. The whole package of Ruben Amorim at Man United is likely to cost around 25 to 30 million. You got yourself to blame. You forced him out the team that he wanted to stay till the summer. You've not backed him. You only sacked him because he came out and said the truth, not the results. You made yourself look like morons and clowns, and you've embarrassed yourselves. So enjoy your poking your red nose and wearing your clown feet shoes and you name it. Any appointment from Ineos is likely to be an head coach, not a manager. When Erik Ten Hag was the manager, he had a veto on all potential transfers. This was not the same with Ruben Amorim. Ineos' position is that they are a coach. They cannot have input, but they don't have the level of scrutiny. So what's the point? So what's the point in coming to a club that you can't have a say to? This is exactly why. So basically, whoever comes in is going to be an head coach. They can't have a say on what players they don't want, what players they do want. So basically, we're going to have to put up with you going in and buying young players, and they don't have a say. We won't have any experienced players in that team soon, because Bruno will go, Casemiro will be gone, Luke Shaw will be gone. I know he's not really a player, but he's still experienced enough. Tom Eaton will be gone. We will not have any experienced players to dive the younger players. No wonder we didn't get Martinez. No wonder we didn't get Watkins. Oh, it's just this club, man. Like, look at when Ollie wanted the likes of Haaland, Bellingham, Rice, when there was at I think Bellingham was either Birmingham or Dortmund still. Haaland was at Mold or Salzburg. I think he played for Salzburg as well, and then he went to Leipzig. I can't remember which teams were playing, and Rice was at West Ham. But if they actually listened to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, yeah, Haaland wasn't the player he is now. But imagine if we had Haaland when Solskjaer said, "Look where we would have come. Look the way that Haaland's playing. Like, we could have had that if they listened. They never listen. They never. All they want to do is their way or nowhere. It has to come. It's ridiculous. Like, look at Nice. The other teams they're running, they're as bad as us because the way they're owning them. Like, I see that Nice is what, 14th. I don't know the other team that they're running. They're owning as well. They're 14th. They've been through left like managers like no tomorrow. We're going to be heading the same way. We've already had, technically, in a way, but we still be going to the same way. Because the next manager will get fed up of not having the input of what players he can have and he wants and not want. That's why they got rid of Ten Hag, because he was the manager, and they didn't like the way he was going. Oh, I want him, I don't want him. They didn't like it, so I reckon that's another reason they sacked him. Because they just want the set all the time, and it's wrecking the club. It's wrecking the club. A source in the United dressing room says when Ruben Amorim informed the team he was playing a back three against Wolves, he was mumbling as he tried to explain to them. The players got the impression he didn't have anything under control. He seemed full of self-doubt and quite insecure. Yeah, because he's been getting all the time he's been here. Questioning about his formation, his system. That's the way he plays. Three at back is the way that he plays. Why should he change for anyone? No matter who you are. Gary Neville, Roy Keane, Glazers, Sir Jim, Omar Barada, Joe Wilcox. Why should he change the style that he played? He was bought in the club for the way he plays. But yet he's playing it, and then he's getting oh my god. He's getting called out for it. And it's not right, because everyone knew he came in to play a back three. He's not got backed. I don't think the actual defence is actually a good defence. I think we needed another right centre back to pair with De Ligt and Martinez. The midfield was, we all know the midfield. The wing backs weren't good enough. Well, Ahmad is, in a way, but the left wing back isn't good enough. The attacks, we need another striker, an experienced striker. Then the attack will be decent. We are scoring goals, fine, but not off our strikers as well. Well, striker. Seshko isn't scoring. Like, and that's on Wilcox, because he's the one who was like, oh, we won't get you Watkins, because we should get Seshko. He's the future. He's this. But we needed it now. We need players now, ready now. Then we can look into bringing some players in the future. Like Seshko or Hoyland would be a decent striker coming off the bench with an experienced striker there that they can learn off. Nemens would be a perfect keeper if he has an experienced keeper there to learn off and guide him in the right way. Like, yes, he's doing really well, Lemons, but there is times when he could have saved shots what's gone in. He could have done better with an experienced keeper there, what could guide him, he'd be a lot better and a beneficial. Same with Seshko or Hoyland. Kobe Manu, Joshua Zirkzee, Manuel Ugarte were desperate to leave this month had Ruben stayed in charge. This is another one now. What will happen with them now? Because we had set in heart that Manu would go in, Zirkzee would go in, Ugarte was circling that he would go in, like Galatasaray wanted him and stuff. But now Ruben's gone. What's going to happen with these players? Is Manu still willing to go? Is Manu going to actually play when he's back from injury, if he's still injured? Is he actually going to get played? What Xerxes' future will be? Ugarte's future? Are there, like, if we do play the 4-3-3, Ugarte could actually play because he's a CDM. So you could actually play Ugarte, Manu, Bruno, or Casemiro, Manu, Bruno. But then what you do with Xerxes? Is he going to be our number 2 striker, which he isn't a striker. He isn't. Xerxes is not a striker. Nah, he's not. So I think, as well as he came on yesterday and obviously gave Kuna the assist, he's not a good enough striker and we need another striker. So I will still let Xerxes go and bring in an experienced striker or another striker at least to challenge Seshko. Because I don't think Xerxes is good enough to do that. And that is why either Kuna or Seshko is always up front. Ugarte, I thought he played well yesterday. To be fair, I thought he played well. He's been well in the games he started, to be fair. Thought he's done really well. Made 1 or 2 mistakes, but don't all players make mistakes. Come on. Best ones do. I've seen Ronaldo make mistakes. I've seen Messi make mistakes. Neymar's made mistakes. Like, all players make mistakes. Saudi deal makers will see after the World Cup if Bruno Fernandes is still prepared to join. Last summer he was willing but didn't feel like the timing was right. That's because Ruben. Now, Bruno, I can see Bruno go now more than ever. I think he will stay till the summer and then he'd be gone. Like, he was going to go anywhere, but I think more than ever now, since Ruben's gone, Bruno will go more than ever. He only stayed because of Ruben, in my opinion. But that's my opinion. Everyone can have their opinion. But he only stayed due to Ruben Amorim. But I reckon he'd be gone in summer. More than ever. If Man United may move for a player this month, it'd be someone who's on the list for the summer. Or if someone like Jan Demander, who could have significant interest, they need to move fast on them. Anderson won't come. Demander won't come because Leipzig's already said they want to keep him, and he's not on gone though. So why would they get rid of him in this window? Nah. If we get anyone, it'd be a Gallagher or Neves. But I can't see it. I can't see us buying anyone now. I really can't. And then they will use the excuse of, oh, we sacked Amorim. The money's thing. Well, that's your stupid fault, innit? Like I said, I think the season will crumble now for us. My United stance is that Ruben Amorim knew what he was getting into with the head coach title. They supported his decisions, like wanted 2 players behind the striker. They backed his decision to get rid of Garnacho, and they never told him who to play. Yeah, I get you got Nkunu, you got an Mbumo. We've not really got a good striker. Zesco's a learner driver. If we had a Watkins with Kuno and Mbumo, we'll have scored a lot more goals, and maybe some of the draws and losses we've had, we would have won. This is what they don't get. The midfield as well. Like we have to play Bruno Casemiro Ugarte since Bruno was injured. Mainer was injured. We couldn't. If we had, like we went for Gallagher in the summer. If we ended up getting Gallagher in the summer, it would have been possibly Casemiro Gallagher or Ugarte Gallagher. We still would have had. He hasn't been backed. And they know it, and they know how much it's going to cost to back him, and now they want to try and make us feel like it's been Ruben all along, and it's not. It's them. You've said you're going to back him. You said him in October. You're going to back him. He's our guy. He's not going anywhere. 3 months down the line, you sack him because you know you can't afford to back him, and now you know you look like an idiot, morons, clowns, everything. You embarrass yourselves. Do us a favour. You walk as well. Michael Carrick is among the candidates to become interim Man United manager until the end of the season. Did well when he was there before Ten Hag. Yeah, before Ten Hag come in, he did well. And I thought he did okay at Middlesbrough, but then and I think his form got dropped and then he got sacked. But I wouldn't mind him if Fletcher's thing, I wouldn't mind Carrick being his number 2. Possibly. Is that everything? Didn't mean to do that one. What we're doing now. Ruben Amorim pictured for the first time. This morning, sacking. Well, leave him be now. You've sacked him. Don't need to pester him now. let him move on. He wrecked his career. Like, he weren't really doing a bad job this season. 6th, 3 points behind 4th. We could still have clinched that 4th spot, but I'm not confident now with the sacking of him that we'll get Europe. I'm sorry. I want to back what they've done, but I can't back on what they've done. They made the club like circus. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, this club. The owners, everything about this club at the moment is just embarrassing. Like, and it is the world that we're coming to as well. Managers getting sacked so many times. Like, we should change our name to Manchester Sack FC, because that's what we do. That's what we do. Like, I would have agreed of him getting sacked if he was sitting 16th in the league, but we're not. We're kind of in a good position, 6th, and our aim was get back in Europe. We never said winning the league or anything like that. Getting back in Europe, and we are in Europe spots. Yes, at the moment it's Europa spot or something, but there was still a chance of finishing 4th, maybe 5th, and 5th spot sometimes gets Champions League. But because he's come out and said some truth about the club, you don't like it, and he has to go. So they can't handle the truth. And so what does that say to them? So if the next manager comes in, right, and says something what's going wrong, he'll be sacked. He will be sacked. Because you can't come out and go, oh, like what Ruben said, or Ranić said, because Ranić said that it's no open heart surgery need, it was gone. He's come out and said the truth, he was gone. Ruben's come out and said the truth, he was gone. I think Jose said it, didn't he? Said something about something truth, he was gone. Like, Ronaldo's come out and said stuff on oh, I forgot the geezer's name. Piers Morgan. He did a thing on Piers Morgan. Looking back at that at the time, I was like, Ronaldo, what are you doing, man? But then I'm looking back now, I don't blame him. I actually don't blame him doing that interview. I really don't. This club is on its arse, and there'll be no improvements under this ownership. Will not be. We won't see any ownership. In 18 months, we'll be back here talking about the other manager getting sacked and not being backed and stuff. And so, who I will think be next in manager line? I really don't know. I really do not know. I genuinely don't know. Like, if we actually want to run like a big club again, and I don't think it's going to do that, I think we need to appoint someone like Zidane or Blanc or try get Emery out of that Villa squad, or try persuade Klopp to come. Can't see that happening. He won't come, he's too loyal to Liverpool, but you know what I mean? We need to act on these big actual managers, but we won't. We will see someone like, we will actually see someone like a Glasner or a Siberdi from Marseille will be in charge. Someone like that. We won't see anyone big. We won't. And like I said, we'll be back here in 18 months because no manager will succeed. And this is what I got time for under these owners. If you enjoyed that video, hit subscribe, smash the like, hit the notification bell. And notify guys that you know I'm coming live or recording a video. Cheerio.